guys, and welcome back to my channel for another video. This video that I am filming, I'm going to be filming all week long for you guys. I'm going to call this a week in our homeschool. I thought it would be a really fun video idea for you guys to see what a homeschool week looks like over the course of a week. Now, some weeks are very, I would say, I don't know, like routine. We're home, we're doing the same thing every single day. And then other weeks they have additional things sprinkled in there, some different projects and meeting up with other homeschool friends. And so this is just a perfect picture of no two homeschool weeks are exactly the same. And although I am someone who thrives and believes in routine being highly beneficial, there are weeks where we change up our schedule and our plans and all of those things. So of course there's no way for me to film every single thing each day, but I thought it would be a fun video for you guys to just kind of see what an overview of our homeschool week looks like, along with some clips of some things that we're doing, and just bring you guys along for the week in our homeschool. It's Monday morning, the dawn of a new homeschool week when I am starting this video, and it is early. It's like 7:45. So I wanted to get on and give a little intro. I do want to also thank Night Zookeeper for sponsoring this video. You guys know I've been working with Night Zookeeper since the beginning of the year, and also last year I worked with them quite a few times, and that is because I truly love their creative writing platform, and I know a lot of you guys do too. So you guys will hear more about Night Zookeeper here in a second, but I just wanted to explain what this video is. Give me a thumbs up right now if you enjoy homeschool content. Don't wait until the end of the video. It's a free way to support my channel. If you guys have never heard of Night Zookeeper before, let me tell you a little bit about them. They are an award-winning creative writing platform for kids ages 5 to 12 years old. They have awesome games and activities that will improve your children's writing, free monthly printables, weekly lessons to teach key writing elements, and so many fun games on there. Honestly, my kids absolutely love it. And what's really cool about Night Zookeeper is the fact that it does go to age 12. Most online games for writing and learning are for much younger kids, and so I was so happy to find something that was appropriate for my older kids. Games that I've shown you guys in past videos that also are working on their typing skills as well as their spelling and just creative writing paragraphs, which the next time they log in, they'll have feedback on their writing. It is just such an awesome resource online, and a great way for your kids to spend their online hours. So I wanted to let you guys know that there is a link down below where you can save 50% off on your annual subscription of Night Zookeeper. So that is a huge coupon that you should absolutely take advantage of. I know a lot of you guys are in the same boat as me, getting closer to the end of your school year. Night Zookeeper, even if you're not a homeschooler, would be a fantastic resource for your kids through the summer months. Just to keep their minds engaged and doing some type of educational learning if they do go to school outside of your home. As for us homeschoolers, there's so many benefits for using Night Zookeeper. One of the things that I love doing with it is being able to extend my kids' language arts programs a little bit longer, so that way all of my kids are finishing up with their curriculum around the same time. That can be a challenge when you've got older kids who have 180 lesson course books, younger kids that have 120. You got to fill in that 60 somewhere if you want them to all be finishing around the same time. So Night Zookeeper is the answer for me when it comes to that. My younger two kids absolutely love it, and my older two kids absolutely love standing around watching them play it. So it is a super fun thing. There's ways that if you have siblings on there that your kids can interact with each other on the screen with certain games, and it's just a lot of fun. So all the information for Night Zookeeper will be down below for you guys, but seriously, take advantage of a 50% off coupon because I don't get those very often, so I'm really excited to extend that offer to you guys. You can save a lot of money there. So thank you so much, Night Zookeeper, for sponsoring. Okay, so it is Monday, and I am downstairs at my homeschool morning basket table. This is our dining room table where we do morning basket together. So today on Monday is going to be a very typical homeschool day for us. We're going to go through our morning basket. We are going to do a lesson in our Constitution course, and we are going to cover all the subjects, all the things today. So that is what we are doing today on Monday. Like I said, this week is going to look a little bit different, and sometimes that happens and we embrace it and we love it. You guys will see on Wednesday, I've been hosting like a little co-op for my kids and their friends using our prairie unit. So this week we're actually making butter, and that is going to be a lot of fun. So I think you guys will just enjoy seeing like a look at our homeschool. But today is doing just the normal routine. We're about to start morning basket and then do all of the independent subjects upstairs. I am probably going to have my older two kids double up on one of their BJU courses, either science or Spanish for my oldest daughter, and then science for my 8th grade son. So that's what Monday is looking like, a very normal and typical homeschool day. When the wind blows, the quiet things speak. Some whisper, some clang, some creak. Grasses swish, treetops sigh, flags slap and snap at the sky. Wires on poles whistle and hum, ash cans roll through windows. All right, you guys, it is Tuesday in our homeschool now, and we are finishing up morning time downstairs. It's 10 o'clock, and I just finished a logic lesson with my older kids, and we're getting ready to do science with my younger kids. It's actually our last lesson in the reptiles course from The Good and the Beautiful. We have loved this. I really recommend this science unit study. So we're on our last one. My camera is crooked. I'm still getting used to my new camera. So this is the logic course that my older kids have been doing, my 8th and my 9th grader. This counts as a philosophy class, and it's Introduction to Logic. This is by Master Books, and it's fantastic. We're more than halfway done with it. But I wanted to show you guys something that I just feel like we all need reminders of. So the course comes with like the days, week number, and the days. But anytime a course includes like how to do it, I very rarely do it the way the course says to do it. And so I just want to encourage you guys that when you order courses and you open them up and they're like a 5-day-a-week type thing, and that's just not going to work for what you want to do. We've been doing an entire week in one day. And it's definitely doable. It takes us maybe 30 minutes to do a whole week. So, anyway, I just wanted to remind you guys that you don't have to follow the things at the beginning. That wasn't going to work well for me this year, so I just made it work for me, which is what you should do for all curriculum. So this has been really good. I definitely recommend it. It says 8th through 10th grade, and I would say that that's appropriate. It is a challenging course, very thought-provoking, and another one of those things that adults should also learn alongside their kids. So the way that I set up our schedule this year is history in opposition of these two things. So I do logic with my olders and then science with my youngers on the same day, and then we do history or the Constitution course on those opposing days. And I just literally work in opposition. So that's been working really well this year. And I'll continue on with that next year as well, kind of that same system. So today is another homeschool day where we are going to be doing all the things today. And part of that is because like the next 2 days are going to be a little bit different. I told you guys this homeschool week has some extra things thrown into it, but those are a part of our homeschooling. So just because we're not going to be opening up logic doesn't mean that we're not learning and living, which is the point. So I do try to strike a balance between like book work and other things. And so this week has a little bit of both. Also this week, we're only doing school 4 days this week because I am going out of town with my oldest daughter for soccer on Friday, and my youngest daughter is joining us. So we're doing just a girls' weekend for the soccer trip. I'm going to sprinkle some other fun things in there. So we're only doing school 4 days this week, and that is totally fine because again, we work really hard all year round, and the majority of our weeks are 5-day weeks. That was something that I transitioned to when my oldest was in 7th grade just because it became necessary. And so when we need to take a 4-day week, it's really not a big deal because we are, we're not behind. We're always very ahead. So it just gives me like freedom. I don't feel any difficulty about that. There's no big deal. We'll just pick up with our next lesson on the next day and just enjoy having a Friday off because we're going to be driving to Utah. So that is a little update for Tuesday, just doing all of our normal things. Tomorrow when I check in with you guys, you'll see we're going to be making some Rice Krispie earth creation in the kitchen. Gonna be going over our presentation on anything on the earth the next day, and then also doing our co-op for the prairie with our friends coming over. Gonna be learning about life on the prairie a little bit, making butter the old-fashioned way, and of course letting the kids sample and taste it. Alright guys, it is Wednesday now. We are officially more than halfway done with this homeschooling week because we are not doing school this week on Friday because I'm heading to Salt Lake like I told you guys yesterday. I wanted to show you our little co-op for the prairie unit from the spring bundle I shared over on Instagram. I also posted about it here on YouTube, but I didn't have time to make like a dedicated video. But basically it's a seasonal educational bundle, and so I took one of the units that was in there and created a 4-week co-op to do with my friends. So they've been coming over every Wednesday morning from 9 to 11, and we've been doing the crafts and learning about the prairie. So I wanted to show you guys the table setup. I set this up last night before they get here. They'll be here soon because it is 8:30 and they come at 9. So I'm going to show you guys our prairie co-op table setup for this week. So every week I've been having my oldest daughter write a question on this little chalkboard. The first week was what was the prairie, and we looked to define that. The second week was what grows on the prairie, and we spent time defining that, as well as doing a craft with some pressed flowers. This week is what was life like on the prairie. So we have a little washboard there. I'm sure you can figure out why. We have a log cabin. We have a covered wagon. And the activity for today is going to be butter making. So these were the things that came in the spring bundle, but different butter making worksheets that I've set up for all 8 kids. My dining room table seats 8, so it's actually perfect. And then over here, I have the 2 books that I'm going to be reading from today. This is The Deer in the Wood, Little House picture books, and then this one is called Prairie Boy. And then I also have a few little videos that I found. So this was what also came in the spring bundle that I was a part of sharing about. And so I just went through and highlighted like the things that I wanted to talk about. Again, I don't follow things to an absolute T, but I also mapped it out here as I was planning. So today we're going to read those books, discuss prairie life and the ways. The kids are going to be assigned to research an early settler and bring it back next week. That's what these pamphlets are for. And then we're going to make butter. And so I also have over here, I didn't have time to make homemade bread, but I went to Kneaders, which they do make their bread there homemade. So I got 2 loaves of bread. This one is blueberry lemon. This one is churro bread. So definitely on the sweet side, but we have store-bought butter here, and so the kids are going to be able to taste the butter that they make with just salt and heavy whipping cream, and decide which one they think tastes better. So that is going to be our activity today for the morning for our little co-op. It should take roughly about 2 hours. So I usually spend the first hour kind of going over what we're learning about, so like life on the prairie, and then the second hour we'll move into the activity. So that is what our homeschool morning is looking like, and those 4 over there are ready to watch World Watch News before their friends get here. So we're gonna start over there and do a little bit of our Bible time before our friends arrive for our fun morning. So we are doing an earth presentation tomorrow, and so what we're doing as a part of our presentation is making a Rice Krispie model of the layers of the earth. So we have food coloring to dye the color so that it matches. We're prepared over here with our book and a variety of bowls that we're going to be using to shape our model into the earth. Landon, can you move these waters for me? So we're going to start with the core. It's going to be that size. Then what's next? morning. It's Thursday now, and today is our last day of the homeschool week. So I'm starting off upstairs today because we are doing a shortened morning basket, I guess you would call it. We're gonna do like our Bible time. We're just gonna do it upstairs because I wanted to answer a question that I know a lot of you are gonna be asking and wondering is when we do additional projects and additional things like the co-op, am I having my kids do the rest of their schoolwork? And I understand the sentiment behind the question, but I just want to remind you guys that homeschooling is what you make it. You are not bound by your curriculum. And although I do take pride in my kids finishing things and learning a lot through completion of coursework, I don't really panic and think like, oh, we're having fun, we're not learning, we're not doing school. So on days like today where in the afternoon we're going to go over and give that presentation, we obviously have plenty of time in the morning for them to complete their independent subjects. So we're upstairs now. It's 8:30, which is our goal start time. It's been hard to start at 8:30 since daylight savings or when the clocks changed or whatever. But I feel like we're finally getting back to it. So everyone is up here. We're going to go through language arts, math, just reading all of their independent work. My older kids are going to do their science courses with BJU that they do, as well as Spanish for my high schoolers. So we're gonna have time to do that in the morning, but our usual routine is doing morning basket and then coming up here around 10:30 to 11. So today we're just not going to take all of our time to do our morning basket, which will allow us to have the afternoon spent with presenting and learning about the earth and public speaking and cooperation in a group setting and all those good things. So it's not really like we're behind or we're missing out. It's just kind of like today this is what we're doing and it's a little different. So I don't really stress out about that, but that's probably because I've been doing this for a really long time. But I am a mom who does like try to keep us on a regular routine and schedule, which I know you guys know. So that's just the way that I kind of balance it. So that's what we're doing now. And then this afternoon, we're gonna head over and present on Earth. Our Rice Krispie Treat Earth, when it came out of the bowl, the center kind of fell flat. So it's kind of funny, like a flat earth. That's like a theory that people throw around. We know the earth is not flat, but our model is semi-flat, but that's okay because we practiced the layers of the earth and the kids will have fun eating it. So that was the primary goal. So we are gonna get started with our subjects this morning and then head over to my friends this afternoon for presentations, and that will summarize this week in our homeschool.
Out of my mind, how could I be so blind? How could I not see? Awake on the floor, looking up, wanting more. This is so unreal. I must have been wrong.
So that is going to be it for this video, you guys. Tomorrow we are heading up to Salt Lake City for soccer for the weekend, and it is actually my daughter's 15th birthday tomorrow when I'm filming this video, so we're going to make it a fun girls weekend while we go up there. But that is going to be the end of this week in our homeschool. Make sure you guys check out the links to Night Zookeeper. That will be down below. You can get 50% off your annual subscription, and they do have a multi-sibling discount, so take advantage of that. I know you guys will really, really love it, especially as many of us are heading into thinking about summer and taking breaks and all that good stuff. So that will be down below for you guys. Let me know if you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you have any questions. Give me a thumbs up. It's a free way to support my channel, and I will see you guys in my next one really soon. Bye, friends.